Okay, our attempt number 2. Get this all down now. Okay, we'll leave that out. Put this one in. Make sure O-ring's where it belongs. Well, looks like it's in there good. Make sure it's in there flat. Boom. Open up a lot on the bottom. Make sure the O-rings are all in there where they belong. They all look good. Okay. Okay. Alright. Make sure O-ring is in there. And the titty has to go in its right spot on this side. And these bolts go through from this side. Okay, everything looks good in there. They're not torqued, they're just slightly put in. Same with that. Okay. Now these are doing most of the torque, I'm sure, on this project. Excuse me. Okay, so these ones just go in there like this. That puts even more torque on the manifold here. More compression. Nut jammed up in there, sideways for some reason. Nut removing tool. Cross bolt torque. Not sure how much torque we're supposed to have on these, but probably a reasonable number. Make sure it looks good. good so far. Give it one more torque. Looks good. 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 Come over here. See if we can't strip out these little screws here again. I'm going with that was already stripped because I remember I had to use this to undo them. So, light torque. That's enough. They're pretty much used for alignment purposes only because these two bolts here are torquing the snot out of it. Alright, so there we go. There's our housing. There's our plunger right there. Pushing out with the other finger. Appears to be working. Okay, that's a good sign. Okay, be back in a minute. Okay, we're back. Okay, so didn't lose any of the O-rings on top. So I guess the next thing to do is put these plungers in here. Gotta put these in. Ooh, I believe more I need. So I'm gonna go ahead and goop up these here plungers a little bit. That way they're not dry. It looks like there's a little O-ring seal right there in the base of it. Get that snotted up also. Yep. And they're nice and easy. Same thing on this one. So don't need a bunch of residue on it, just wetting it up. Okay, it goes in this one. Perfect. It's got drag on it, so that's a good sign. Okay. Oh. An O-ring right here, so I'll go ahead and goop that up a little bit. A little bit on the threads might stop it from rusting also, so don't be bashful about putting some on there. Make sure the spring is in the right spot. Where's the other one at? There's the spring, there's the nut. Okay. These don't need to be super tight, they're not really doing anything. They're also hollow so they can break if you over torque them. Obviously this material is not very strong, that's why the little screw was stripped. Somebody overdid it. Okay, so that's all in there like it should be. Looks good. Okay, now this thing over here had this thing stuffed into there. Now this still has a little bit of stuff on it, so I'm going to go ahead and give this a little wipe job here. Make sure there's no crud on there. This looks like it's just an O-ring here. So nothing special. It doesn't look deteriorated or anything, so we're good. decent amount of jelly on it, so I'm going to goop this one up pretty good. They had it pretty gooped up, so I'm not sure why you need to be, but what the hell. If they did it, I'm going to do it too. Okay, so this just goes on to here like that. Seal doesn't want to go in there. There it goes. Kind of pushing an angle and kind of wiggle a bit, and it kind of just slowly goes in. Okay, these were, I don't think these are very tight. Obviously they must have some vibration issues, that's why they got a little goop on them. It looks like it starts to get a little pressure on it after I get in there a little ways. It's plenty. So these were not all that very tight. So far the only thing that really has to be tight is those 4 bolts that hold everything together. And even that's debatable how tight those really need to be, but this stuff here doesn't need to be very tight at all. So I'm just going to go like that. Basically like a big screwdriver would be. We're not going to impact them in. They don't need to be. Alright, there's that. Okay. Ooh, look at this big manifold piece here. Big piece of stainless. Okay, that goes on top of there, I'm guessing. So, here's our airline fitting here. Remember which way this came off. So that would really matter. I think this is on the bottom. No, it's the air fitting that's on the top. So this is on the bottom. And this was the it's weird. Not sure how this was. What the hell attaches that? That I don't know. This is the bottom. Okay. It didn't make sense unless it was the bottom. Okay, this is on our right side. So that means this goes like this. Does it really work that way? It has to go this other way. So, I don't know what this hole's doing because there's nothing here for a hole. Doesn't do anything. Not sure what the hell that thing does. I'm missing something. We know this goes over here. Look at the wear mark how it was made. This big bolt was right here. So what's that O-ring do? Doesn't make sense. Why is there an O-ring there if you're not using it? Ah. This piece goes on here. Something wasn't right. Alright. was not making sense. Now it does. Okay, so where is the hardware that held it down? There's some 5/16 hardware. Must be some bolts around here somewhere. Okay, so this goes on here like that. Top is on that side. Yep, that's how it was. What to use for bolts? Got some bolts somewhere. Well, everything's here, so. Yep. Something got to be holding this down. It wasn't this. This goes on the bottom. This goes this direction. So those O-rings are sealing right against the surfaces here. Alright, so something held this down. Don't know what it was. Alright, let me figure it out. We'll be back.